Friday vibes, baby.
The boys are buzzing!
Yay,
Yay! It's Friday, babies.
Yeah.
That's right.
You all just were like, yes.
Yes.
Look at this. It's a full house. I'm sweating again. Woo!
It's Electric Avenue out
Red
here,
hot.
baby.
We gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Wow, listen up. We are in sync today.
You're a quartet.
I call Joey Fatone.
I'm a natural Joey.
You're a natural Joey? All right, I get to be JC Chazé because I want to dance.
I'll be Timberlake.
I'll be the last one that's left over then, I guess.
Chris Kirkpatrick?
Nobody ever remembers Chris.
There's Lance Bass too, right?
You could be Lance Bass. You could be Lance Bass. All right, give him Lance Bass. Anyways, good morning. Welcome to the Chase. We have two special guests today, Meerkat. And go ahead, friend. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Patrick Mancuso, memorabilia manager at Hit Parade. Shout out to everybody at Hit Parade right now in the office.
Who are watching? I'm sure they're watching.
Yes.
Is that Goose? Somebody goes, is that Goose?
It might be. It might not be. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Goose Abernathy.
That's right.
Well,
Yes, Goose.
you know what today is? It is Jersey Friday. So,
It is.
who wants to start it off?
Hey, I'll go first. You know what? It's Electric Avenue. Friday, we're going to put in the hard 8 hours, and then Friday beers are in session. I'm just going to say it. Today, we're rocking the throwback Josh Allen, my favorite Bills jersey, the white throwback. Just pure. You got the standing buffalo on the helmet. My favorite. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
I'll go next.
You next. Yeah, down the line.
For people who can't see, I'll stand up. The Hit Parade jersey, personalized too for myself in the back. Gotta
Great number.
represent for Hit Parade. So
That's a company man.
He's
Listen,
a corporate shill. Guy's a
listen,
corporate
man.
shill.
walking billboard, baby. Walking
In
billboard.
case you forgot his first name, it's on the back of his jersey. So.
Right.
I went also Josh Allen. Wyoming Josh Allen.
Huge.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Absolutely love the font on these jerseys. Just a beautiful jersey.
It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I decided to go 2001 Anaheim Angels Mo Vaughn because Mo Vaughn makes it Mo better. And you know what? While you're close up on me, as you can see, I went dangerous. Patrick and I, no T-shirts underneath the jerseys. So you know what? This is a little Friday special for you.
Ooh.
A little chest hair.
Oh, throw up that NFC.
A little taco meat poking out. And you know what? While we're at it, we're going to crack a cold one with the boys. A crispy one. What? There you go, a little ASMR for you. Oh, hell yeah, brother.
What?
Where the hell did you get a Zevia?
Is it a Zima?
I wish I had a Zima right now. Listeners, if anybody is overseas and knows where to get me some Zimas, please. I'll pay. But hey, cheers to Friday. We got a great show ahead. But before we get into it, I don't know if you know, but David likes to usually send us into the weekend and into the episode with a great inspirational quote. So.
Absolutely. Let's start Friday off right. I don't just try to score. The challenge is elevating my teammates to be able to win a championship. Kobe Bryant. We got the squad here. I felt that was fit.
I am motivated.
Yeah, I'm ready to run through the wall right
Let's go.
Let's get it going.
We're like the big four. I feel like it's like KG, Rondo, Allen, and Paul Pierce.
Can I be Big Baby? Glenn Davis?
You want to be Glenn
Yes.
Davis?
Yeah.
You are my big baby.
Aw, sweet boy.
Where's the aw? Don't you have that sound effect, Stevens?
Aww.
Where is it? Is there no aw?
We could try and give it to you. Ready? One.
Give it to me. One. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Aww.
Nobody else went. I thought everybody else was gonna do it. All right, great
Commit to
show
the bit,
ahead
commit to the
as
bit.
always. Good Friday show. Here's what we can expect. We are gonna look at a football player who did a little undercover work trying to get some autographs. He was an autograph schemer, so that's a funny one. I can't wait to show you guys that. Also, incredible interview with our man Dappz from Dappz Sports. That's from the National. Looking forward to showing you guys that one as well. And hey, we already introduced him, but we got the man, the myth, the legend from Hit Parade over here. He's going to be talking about a new product later on in the episode. As you can kind of see in the wide shot, we had them scattered. I think you can guess the theme, but we'll get into more details. And then, of course, another box rip giveaway. This time we're going to have some Hit Parade, but it's over here. We're not going to show you what it is yet. We're not going to show you.
Not yet.
Oh, you're in my shot. I love that.
Hey.
So we're gonna rip through. We're gonna rip through. That way we can get to the interviews and we get to talking to Patrick a little more. Giveaway winners.
Yes.
I usually task you with this. So can you hit us with who won? Who's walking away with the Dappz Finest, the Champions League?
So walking away with the Dappz Finest, I didn't write it down, but I know the name. Jake Monroe, YouTube commenter, saying Arsenal. Answer that makes me sick, winning the Premier League. But the randomizer chose him. The randomizer knows all. The randomizer is just.
Yes.
Randomizer is the judge, jury, and executioner.
Randomizer runs my life.
And that was a little tease from the Metallica show I went to last night. That's a little bit of a lyric there from James Hetfield. So incredible concert, but we don't have to get into all that. But what we will get into is new releases. There's one hitting the shelf today. The 2 out of the 4 of us here are probably super excited about it. It's WWE Select from Panini. So, oh yeah, brother. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to read this in a little macho, man. We got the 22 Panini Select hobby filled with all your favorite superstars. Yeah. 2 autos per box, 1 memorabilia, 12 prism cards, and look out for those. Look out for those signature black prisms. Yeah. Additionally, be on the lookout for the highly popular gold prisms numbered to 10, as well as the ultra rare zebra parallels and the ringside silver. Yeah. Top of the mountain. So there it is right there. And Mr. Stevens is showing us up on the screen. You can see some of the stuff you can get out of there. Love that. That is a Mandy Rose right there. A little tie-dye. Bobby Lashley, I think that's the gold version. But definitely a cool product. I think Cody's in this, actually, Patrick. I think Cody Rhodes is in
Charlotte Flair was in there. Nice.
Charlotte Flair. So I know Select is popular with like trying to rainbow it, kind of like Prism. So I would love to get all the colors of Cody if I could.
Did you see the card of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
He's in the
tie.
Yeah.
So
in his Hall of Fame tux.
So awkward.
It just doesn't seem right.
The Undertaker looks really good, though. I really like that card.
That's some old. Can you
the
flip to that page again?
The old Undertaker.
Yeah, that's old school Taker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
see, that's good Taker. That's like
I like that.
1997, I would say.
Just rolled out of the casket, Undertaker.
Yes, absolutely. Just came off of wearing the face mask. Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, amen to that. So why don't you get us rolling into what's going on around the hobby?
Absolutely. So, at a recent Arizona Cardinals practice, a young fan had his signed Kyler Murray jersey stolen. To little surprise, the youngster was visibly upset. Can we roll that clip? That's the
wrong
not
one.
it. That's not
That's
it.
a tease.
Oh, can you? I thought we could hear the little guy. What happened to him?
So
He's
sad.
obviously upset. I wish I could remember what exactly he was saying. He's like, no,
Yeah.
that was my only thing.
Obviously, you could tell, visibly upset. So, Christy Brown on Twitter, as you could see, tweeted, "All right, at Arizona Cardinals, #RedC, we need your help. Posting on behalf of my friend's son, whose autographed K1 jersey, Kyler Murray, got taken at the red and white practice. He is heartbroken. If you have any leads, please DM M. Gamowski 33. Well, a certain someone was tagged in the tweet, a.k.a. Mr. Kyler Murray himself. And K1 discovered this tweet and decided to hook the young fella up with more than just a Kyler Murray autograph jersey. Look at that one on the screen. Jersey on the way, bro. Kyler, way to make up for it. I'm sure the kid's day was made. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, I'm glad that he took the time to stop playing Call of Duty for a couple minutes and help the kid out. Obviously, just kidding. Great gesture by him, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and you
nice.
see,
Absolutely.
there was the other tweet on the screen, too. The kid got to meet K1, and
Yeah.
just awesome.
Very cool.
Glad to see
Good guy, Kyler Murray, right there, coming into action.
Good
Yes.
guy, Kyler.
So, Stevens actually kind of teased something when he hit the other graphic, so I might as well get into it now, right? We got so excited at the beginning of the episode that I forgot to mention this. This is another exciting thing. How about Dappz? Next week, coming out with 2022 Diamond Icons Baseball. Now, could you pull this up? First super high-end baseball product that Dappz is supplying directly to its breakers. Now, Dappz is only putting boxes live on its site next Wednesday. But here at Dave and Adams, we are going to be doing a 3-case super VIP break of this Diamond Icons. It's 40 spots with 40 cards in each case. So a spot in the break will get you a card from each case. Now, just for fun, I love this. We're giving away, and this is where Stevens can show the graphic. We're giving away a GIA certified 1.2. That's right, 1.2 carat color grade F diamond to one lucky person in the break. I mean, unbelievable. Look at that. There you go. You see the sheet from GIA right there. Certified. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And we're going to be breaking it live on the Chase set next Wednesday. The break is up right now on dacardworld.com under the live breaks tab. So be sure to check that out for more details. Super excited. And when we have more details, we'll let you guys know. But check that out, dacardworld.com. Now, early in the show, if you remember, I mentioned that there was a autograph seeker. And you and I talked last episode, David, about well, actually, you were here too.
Yeah, you just forget about me. It's all right.
How dare you?
Don't you
Forget. Anyways, so the three of us were talking last episode, Patrick. We talked about how Josh Allen and Diggs were getting things thrown at them and people trying to get them to sign that. So a little disrespectful by the fans, but how about we check out a Bills teammate going undercover trying to get everybody's autographs? Pretty funny.
Is this case? I'm about to get you twice. Hey, Gabe, can I get your autograph, man? Hey, man, you're my
There you go. That you couldn't hear it, but that was video of Case Keenum. I can give you a little idea of what he did, especially when Josh walked out. He was like, "Oh my God, Josh, Josh, I love you." So he kept screaming at him. But I think we were talking off screen while we were watching that. But I said to Patrick, I think my favorite was when he smacked Gabe Davis's ass because Gabe turned around like.
Excuse me?
It took him a second to register, too. He kept signing. He was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Was it real?
I thought the Isaiah one was pretty good, too, where he's like, hey, can you do it again?
Yeah.
He's like, it didn't come out the good the first time.
Yeah.
Brandon Bean was funny too because he was like, "Oh, hey, Case."
Yeah,
I was
right
like,
away.
Man knows his players.
I was going to say, in my opinion, that's the sign of a good GM.
Oh, yeah.
Guy knew who it was right away.
Yeah.
Like, no problem. One I didn't show in there was a couple of the other guys. And in particular, too, there was one of the security guards who was questioning him.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because I guess they gave him like a 2019 pass or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, you can't. He's like, you can't be back here with that. Like, you gotta go over there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm just trying to get autographs. You know what I mean? I thought that was really funny. So that was a good little bit.
Good work by the security guard. No Joe Schmoes just getting autographs.
That's true. I'll tell you right now. The camera was on him, and that man was dialed in. So I think he deserves a little bit of a raise, if I'm being honest.
Locked and loaded. Ready to move on?
I am.
All right.
Go for it, kid.
So quickly, case you were sending stuff into Beckett, you know, maybe to get graded or whatever, Beckett has a new address. So, if you're in the process of getting cards together to submit for grading, do not send them to the old address. Please, don't do it. Wednesday, Beckett announced anything sent to the old address up to that day will still be received, but from here on out, they please ask that submissions be sent to the new address. The new Addy is 2700 Summit Avenue, Suite 100, Plano, Texas. The zip code is 75074, as you see on the screen. So, new address. Don't send to the old.
Yeah, I genuinely hope that this helps some people, because I'll feel bad if people just keep sending it to their old address.
Yeah, oops. That's a tough situation, too.
Oh, especially if you get some mail raiders or something.
Yeah.
Somebody going in there and a lot of valuable cards. So just we got to be careful with that. We got to be careful. So take note. Now, calling all Derek Jeter fans. Dappz has a product for you. I feel like I got to read that again. Calling all Derek Jeter fans. Dappz has a product for you. Wednesday, Dappz released its Call of the Captain collection. Obviously, the timing makes sense with the Captain airing on ESPN. So, the product is available until September 9th. So, short run or until the product lasts. So, definitely get it while you can. Each box guarantees one autograph or relic card and features a 15-card assortment from a 50-card checklist of baseball's top stars and rookies, as well as a special Captain's Showdown subset. This features a collection of pitchers that Derek enjoyed the challenge of facing during his career. Special foil board inserts that give a retrospective look on Derek's Topps flagship cards over the course of his career. As you can see there was a Jeter Gold rookie auto there. So just an example of what we're talking about there. So they fall 3 per pack, and also look for limited edition relic cards that commemorate his career-long quest to reach 3,000 MLB hits. There are also 2 base parallels per pack, Call of the Captain base card relic variation parallels numbered out of 10, 5, and 1. That includes autograph parallels as well, numbered to 5 and 1. Also, look out for the Captain Quest cards, which include relic swatches commemorating Jeter's quest for 3,000 hits. And those are also numbered out of 50, 25, 10, 5, and 1.
Uno.
So it looks fun, and I think that's interesting too, especially when you talk about cards trying to keep their rarity or keep their values. It's a buy now situation. You know, they're not going to give you too much of a chance to grab this. So very limited. It looks like fun. I mean, I know I saw things like Pedro Martinez was a subset card in terms of the one where he was talking about the showdown of pitchers he liked to face. So I got to imagine though, if you're getting that Jeter like that auto that you saw on there.
Yeah.
Probably some buku bucks, eh?
Oh, yeah. Some value there.
If anybody knows anything about pulling Jeters, though,
It's the Red Sox fan over here.
it is me, the Red Sox fan. The Red Sox fan who pulled a Derek Jeter 101, who's wearing an Angels jersey. So, think about it that way.
It's Friday. It makes sense.
It is Friday. Indeed. You know what Fridays are good for? Some big interviews.
Some big interviews indeed. And, you know, we do have Goose Mancuso over here. But we
Big interview.
also, at National, we had the chance to meet the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dappz of Dappz Sports. Dappz, if you don't know, he's one of the more popular breakers and content creators in the hobby. So, without further ado, Stevens, let's roll the clip. Stevens is working on it.
Roll the high line.
It's just my face.
I don't think he necessarily needs an introduction at this point, but I'll give him a little bit of the one. I mean, the man, Dappz.
That's a really good introduction. I appreciate that.
Are you sure? I feel like I could have done
I don't
way
need
better.
all that, but I like to hear it.
Yeah, don't toot his horn more than he needs to toot.
Yeah, honestly, anymore, my head's gonna get a little bit, and I'm just gonna fall right on the table.
Just like almost
can
like
we
you're
run
like
that?
Mike.
Can we run that back? Can we just do that again?
Yeah, you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So
No,
this
please
is
don't.
Dappz
But,
Good to meet everybody here.
Nice to
Thanks
meet you,
for
man.
joining us on the Chase set. What do you think? What do you think about the digs?
I was just saying this is sick. Like, I love the way the setup is, the lights. I mean, I don't know what's down here. It looks like hockey. I don't rip a lot of hockey, but I appreciate the pageantry. You know?
Pageantry.
Yeah, I stole that from Will Ferrell and the other guys.
Honestly, you didn't have to tell anybody that because
Yeah.
if you would have just said it, I would have been like, oh, that was
wow.
Dapp's original.
Yeah, no, I
The
like
pageantry of Dappz.
copyright Will Ferrell.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
give it to Will Ferrell. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a G for sure.
I mean, I grew up idolizing him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God,
I've
dude.
said one too many Will Ferrell lines in my life, so
Oh,
Kicking and Screaming, underrated movie or what?
100%.
Step Brothers.
Blades
Step
of
Brothers.
Glory, by the way.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people don't know Chaz
Cap-
Michaels. So.
Oh, that guy used to call me Chaz Michaels.
Yeah.
I don't even know why.
Gotta
Still,
capture
to
the
this
dream.
day.
He looks just like.
You mean it? I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it.
I like
Even if you're lying to me, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
So I saw actually recently you were hanging out in LA for the MLB game, for the All-Star game. How was it?
It was sick. It was really, really cool. And so we got invited by Corona, who was putting on this like a pop-up sort of, right?
Yeah.
And I think they were in collaboration with Dappz, I believe. It was kind of last minute, so like
Sure.
they're just like, hey, can you come to Dodger Stadium? And I live 30 minutes from there, so it's easy for me to get over there.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, we're gonna break some cards. We broke some Dappz Chrome Platinum Anniversary. Actually, I think they had other products. I brought the Dappz Chrome Platinum Anniversary because it had just come out, and I'm like,
You stay
oh,
strapped.
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
own stock, just in case.
I needed some extra stock
Yeah.
just in case. I didn't know what product they brought. I didn't know if Corona picked out the boxes. Maybe you don't know what you're gonna get, right? So we get there. They had some Gypsy Queen, which is cool, but like, we ripped my boxes. We'll just leave it at that, right?
Yeah, you're like, great, thanks guys, but
Anyway,
Let me do this.
we're at the pop-up, and there's like a bunch of brands there. There's Lysol and Chevy and whoever else, right?
Yeah.
And Corona builds this really cool house. I actually also got invited by Show Your Slabs. Corey from Show Your Slabs. He builds the slab
Right.
displays, which are incredible.
Yeah.
And we're out at the event, and it's such a cool. I've never been to an All-Star game, by the way. Right. So to be at Dodger Stadium, which is a cool stadium in itself, it's a little older of a stadium, but you know, the sun is out and it's just nice, right? So I do this break. It kind of felt like a DJ booth, right? I don't know if you saw a picture, but like there was a DJ next to me and it's me breaking cards, right? And a kind of a crowd formed because there was no structure to the break.
right.
So I'm kind of just like handing out cards and
You're just going.
and they're like Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger base cards. Everyone's like, give me that. You know what I mean? They're like screaming
Dude,
for them. And I'm
people
like,
love free stuff.
yeah, they love, and I'm like, this is 99 cents. But I mean, who cares if this guy loves it and puts it on a stand in his room? That's
Absolutely.
great, right?
Absolutely.
So, but it was really cool. What was really cool about it was the fact that it opened my eyes up to like card breaking at events.
Yeah.
Right? And this is obviously an event for sports cards, but
Sure.
to further the hobby and to push the hobby along, and obviously Fanatics is coming in and that's exciting, and I think they're trying to 10x the hobby just by themselves.
Right.
But I think, you know, part of the companies, you know, the Chase, Dappz Sports, David Adams, Hit Parade, whoever it is, we have to do our part too, right?
100%.
And for me, that's creating content, obviously, and this is creating content right now, right? But to be at that event and see people be engaged, because remember, I break online every night. So my interaction with fans is comments,
Yeah.
right? But I'm not seeing people's faces. This was comments in real life, right? Like seeing people's reactions to the cards, them getting excited over base cards,
Yeah.
you know, and obviously this can be replicated at any stadium, right?
That's what I was thinking. I was almost, as you were saying that, I feel like we need to just go on a world tour of just random spots that have card breaks.
I mean, listen, a lot of people, we're in the hobby, right? And we understand it and we appreciate the cards and the different sets, but a lot of people don't know about it. And a lot of sports fans don't know about it. I have a lot of
Yeah.
friends who religiously watch football or basketball or baseball, and they're like, oh, there's money in cards? You know what I mean? So
True.
maybe they find cards at a game they're at,
Yeah.
right? And where else can we place ourselves where people can be introduced to the hobby? And listen, you don't have to have $10,000 and be spending an insane amount of money on cards. You can enter for $10 for a pack
Yep.
or $100
Yeah.
for a box, right? So I think it's important for all of us to brainstorm and get together and collab and film content like this to bring exposure to the hobby and then do that in-person interaction as well.
Couldn't agree more. Now, last thing on LA, I just got to ask, Dodger Stadium, you a hot dog guy? Did you get a Dodger dog?
Bro, I grew up going to Shea Stadium. Okay.
Oh,
And Yankee Stadium. I'm a Mets fan.
sure.
City Field. Now they got all these. They're a little extra with it with the restaurants in there. You know what I mean? But you go there, you spend $15 on a hot dog, whatever it is, and you're getting a big hot dog, right? I go
Fully
to Dodger.
loaded.
Yeah, I hear about Dodger Dog. This is a couple years ago when I first moved to LA. Dodger Dog, and I'm like, okay, like let's see this Dodger Dog. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They hand me this small hot dog, no ketchup, no mustard, no nothing on it.
Just dry.
That's just dry. And I'm like, this is not a Dodger Dog. This is a plain hot dog. I was a little upset. I'm still a little upset.
Bro,
And by the way, I ate one about a month ago or whenever that event was.
Yeah.
But you can't just change a hot dog to a Dodger Dog with put something on it.
well, I mean, what kind of establishment are they running? Trying to give you a plain?
Do they know
dog
who
like
I am?
that? Like, I do. David does.
I
All
am
these people
I am
do.
Dappz of Dappz Sports, and I am on the chase right now. All right.
Yeah,
They
and-
should have a hot dog that is, superior to other hot dogs. A Dodger Dog.
He's chasing for the best hot dog, and obviously,
This is a plain hot dog.
I've always wanted to go to Dodger Stadium, and now I don't want to because I'm gonna get a raw dog, and no thank you.
You're gonna get a raw dog.
Oh, gross.
I don't know if we can say that on air, but
I don't
that's
know either.
That's the truth. There's no ketchup.
Yeah.
There's no mustard. I mean, you can go put mustard on it.
that's too much work. It's too much work.
It's a plain hot dog. Dodger Stadium. Listen, love you. It's great. Please, just up the level just a little bit. Put onions on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe some peppers.
I mean, there ain't nothing like a good old Nathan's though, like you said.
Yeah.
Nathan's beef.
A little disappointing.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, Dappz, let's take a trip down memory lane. Just what were your first memories of card collecting that you can remember?
So I'll tell you a story. My mother, I used to have a binder of cards in the 90s, right? And my earliest memories are probably, I think it wasn't the Allen Iverson year and the Kobe year. It was like Joe Smith, Kevin Garnett, I think 95. I think it was 95. Joe Smith, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
There was like Damon Stoudemire. I was a huge Mighty Mouse. He had a tattoo, and that was like so cool to me. His Mighty Mouse tattoo, right?
And I mean, now I'm thinking Stoudemire on the Raptors jersey.
Right, dude. That's the
Hot
only
look right
jersey I
there.
wanted, right?
Yeah.
And I'm collecting back then, and I was all Fleer metal, and I still look for those cards today because the nuts and bolts, that whole set is incredible to me.
Yeah.
And I think they printed it a couple years, like 95, 96, maybe 97, 98. I don't know the print run of Fleer metal, but when I see those, I'm like, I want to buy that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cool Jordans too. And my mom had a binder, or I had a binder rather. My mom puts the binder on the top of the minivan, drives away. Now, I freak out. Mom, where are my cards? She stops the car. Binder's still on the top of the car. Whew. Thank God. I almost lost it. I opened the binder. Just some cards are missing. Just random cards. And I have no idea which ones. This was like the most traumatic experience of my life.
Of course.
Right.
I think up to that point, that's trauma.
By the way, those cards and that binder are in a storage facility in New York. I still haven't I got back into the hobby like 5 years ago. I still haven't had a chance to go find that binder, but I guarantee you there's little slots missing on each page, like so I could relive it.
Yep.
Maybe I'll come on the chase and bring the binder.
Do it up.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
You know?
It's like he knows content. It's like he gets the good content. But oh my God.
Foreshadowing.
We're all about foreshadowing here on the chase. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
But that's incredible to me. That like, to me, that's a sign that you were almost meant to be in this hobby, right? It's like, come on, that's some kind of sign right there.
Yeah. And I also come up in that like the true Pokemon era where like I was a kid collecting Pokemon cards, and that was the biggest thing in the world at the time.
You wanted to be the very best.
Yeah. I see what you did there. Now, I was a kid who never pulled a Charizard. Never had one. Got a Blastoise. Blastoise ain't bad.
I was gonna say if I'm not gonna pull a Charizard, in my opinion, Blastoise is the next best one that I'm gonna want to pull.
I would say, Blastoise, Venusaur, maybe like a Mewtwo. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy and act like I'm a Pokemon expert.
You're convincing me right now, though.
Game Boy, blue and red Pokemon cartridge.
Ooh.
You were playing that in school all day, and when you got home.
So you got blisters, baby.
Yeah.
So you got blisters on the thumbs.
So I'm at the Collector's Con last year, and there's like a PSA 8 or 9. I think I got a 9, and it's just a Blastoise. I just bought it because I'm like, I haven't bought a Pokemon nostalgia, maybe. Yeah, I'm like, I had that card when I was a kid. It's probably a PSA 2, the way I handle cards.
Sure.
I'm also curious. So many people give me their old binders now over the last couple of years, and I'm like, you did not take care of these, and I get all judgmental. But really, like, if I looked at my binder, it's probably trash. They're probably all PSA 5s. You know what I mean? So,
Yep. But yeah, I think nostalgia is such a big part of the hobby itself. So that makes sense just to walk around and see things and be like, oh, I had that.
right.
Let's grab it.
Right. And most of the time, they're not outrageous prices, but a lot of the 90s stuff now in gems they're getting up there, right? Especially the PMGs.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Those are nuts. So,
Yeah. And what was I gonna say about I agree with you too. It's one of those things where if I knew then what I knew now, handling the cards would have been a lot different.
that's why it's so incredible to me, like kids who collected and have them 20 years later and they go through their binder and like they're pristine. I'm like, as a kid, what did you do with those cards?
Yeah,
Because I was probably like flinging them at walls, taking them out,
100%.
playing the Pokemon
You're battling.
game.
You're actually
I was
battling.
battling.
Yeah, you were in it.
I was in a war.
Yeah, you didn't want to just be a collector. You wanted to be in it. You're right. Like you said, warrior.
Right.
It's just heart of the lion right there. So something I caught on that you said earlier, and it was going to be one of my questions here, is you got back into collecting.
Yeah.
So that seems to be the case for everyone. So when did you kind of fall out, and then how did you kind of get back in?
Well, I'll be honest. I was watching a lot of Gary Vee content. And, I would buy like blasters here and there from Target, whatever, when I saw them. Just because like when you see them and they used to be on shelves, it's just like, what is this?
Right.
You know what
Curiosity.
I mean? Yeah. But I wasn't really in it. And then I was watching Gary Vee content like since 2013, 14, and not sports card related. But I liked his message, you know what I mean? I thought he was always putting out positivity, and I liked that. So I guess I was attracted to that. And then he started going off about sports cards. And I saw him be right about like TikTok and all these other like weird little platforms, and he was right. And I'm like, I want to get back into sports cards, and he's saying this, so it's like this kind of double amplifier for me, where I'm like, these two things make sense. So I started buying slabs, a lot of slabs, and I was ripping here and there, but more buying slabs at the time.
Sure.
And then I don't know, like a year later, however long it was, I started to see some of my slabs like 3, 4, 5x. Like, what is going on? And then I'm like, Gary Vee was right.
Yeah.
So I was buying Kawhi Leonard's PSA 10, I remember, because I thought at the time, I think at the time, LeBron hadn't won his 4th championship, and Kawhi had 2 rings. And I thought, if he wins another one, he's got 3, and LeBron's got 3, and that doesn't make Kawhi better, but it's a great investment.
He's up there, yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So those were like $800 at the time, and they ballooned to like $5,000. And I sold, I think I bought like 8 of them, and I would sell a couple at $2,000. I remember making a deal with this guy on Instagram. Like the first deal I made off eBay, and I'm like, this is not good. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking.
You're like, I don't know.
And I think he bought both of them for like $3,500.
Yeah.
And I paid 16, so I doubled my money. I'm like, this is great. And then they keep going up. And I had Dame Lillards that were like $200. I sold those for $600. Dame went to $1,800. Kawhi went all the way to $5,000. So I was sitting on all these slabs and just like selling them at this point. And I bought a PSA 9 Jordan for like cheap.
Right.
Comparatively to
At
now.
that point.
Yeah.
At that point.
So I bought some LeBron, but it was a lot of raw, and like it didn't end up grading well. And I wasn't keen to the grading at the time. So like I didn't understand the process like we do now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I attribute a lot to Gary Vee, like for pushing me, and then I just went 100 with it, like straight to 100.
Yeah.
Like, every day I was doing it, and then I would say 6 months to a year after I was investing and I made a couple bucks, I saw Paul Kings, and I did some quick math on like what I thought he was bringing in, and I think he was on like the local news or something too, and I thought he was in LA. I think he was out of Miami, and I'm like, I think this dude's bringing in like 20 grand a night. I'm like, I'll be happy if I bring $5,000 in a night.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I started ripping from my bedroom, by myself. I'm sleeving, top loading, like, and listen, it's blasters, it's megas, it's nothing, no crazy product. But I'm making $100, $200 a night, and I'm like enjoying it, and I just want to do it every single night.
Well, for lack of a better term, it's an addiction. You know what I mean? Like you get hooked, and it's so much fun, and you just.
And at first,
can't help.
At first, it was kind of like gambling to me, where you're ripping packs and it's the rush of it. Mm-hmm. But then when I started ripping for other people, I realized that like I just love the process. I love ripping cards, and people are like, "What do you collect? What do you PC?" I'm like, "Sure, I PC some Mets and whatever, and Kobe and whatever." But like, really, if I could, I want every single card I see.
Same.
Like, ooh, X-Fractor, I want that. Ooh, downtown, I'm gonna be a downtown collector. Oh, stained glass, yeah, I'm a stained glass guy. I'm an everything guy, right? Like, give me whatever. So when I realized that, I'm like, I can't collect the way I want to collect because I need $100 million, right?
Yeah, it's an expensive collection. That's
Right. But what I realized is through breaking was, I like I said, I love the process of ripping cards open, and I get the same like enjoyment out of it, and I don't have to have a card. I don't have to keep it. It's like when you rip it, it's like, oh, this is beautiful, and you get to examine it and look at it and like appreciate the artwork that went into it and the design.
Right.
And then it's I have the opportunity if I really want something to put an offer in. But you know what? I don't buy too many cards from the guys who rip from us. Yeah. Because I want them to enjoy that. You know what I mean?
If it seems to be a message, throughout breaking and throughout the breakers that I've noticed too.
Yeah. And like, especially if they're new to the hobby. It's one thing if you've been ripping like me for a couple of years or 10 years or however long it is, or you used to collect. But I think that you should be able to rip a card, and especially a lot of people argue online too. Why would you rip with a breaker? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you want to rip yourself? So if they're gonna pay me to rip for them, they should at least get the card shipped to them and like be able to touch and feel them and experience that. You know what I mean? Because I think breaking is extremely important. And what also furthered the hobby, because how many people get to see the cards fast?
Yeah.
Because of breaking. Yep. You know what I mean?
And we live in such a right now type of, not down the road. It's right now. Everybody wants everything. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you look at like the COVID pandemic that happened, I feel like a lot of buddies close to me started getting into breaks, and I feel like that's kind of almost when breaks really started to escalate even more than it already had. And a lot of these breakers, like Troy was saying that we talked to, kind of started getting their excitement during that time, and they got more excitement seeing the reactions from people than almost they did breaking the cards.
Yeah, and it's true, and you're changing some people's lives monetarily. Like somebody bought the Buccaneers in a break from us a couple weeks ago or months ago, $50. They hit a 101 clearly downtown Tom Brady. Is it 10 grand? Is it 20 grand? I don't know, but he paid $50 to get into that break. You know what I mean? And that's not everybody, but that's a real story. That's not, me making something up to push sales. I'm telling you, this is what he paid. This is how much the value of the card is.
Absolutely.
So, and the reverse of that is you can spend $50 and have $2 worth of cards, right? But you have to decide, do you like to rip cards or not, right? Like that's the decision that you have to make. And I love to rip cards. So
yeah. So at what point when you were breaking and, like you said, maybe 200 a night, maybe a few hundred a night here and there, was there a point where it just really started clicking for you that, hey, this is going to take off. This is happening. And this could be something big on your end of things.
Yeah. So my sister moved out from Naples, Florida to Los Angeles. And I told my dad, I'm like, don't worry, like she'll have a job as soon as she lands. I'm gonna help. I was like, I'll pay you $300 a week to help me on the side. She comes out there. The second I had an assistant sleeving and top loading, I'm like, this is unreal. So I was doing everything myself.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, this, and that was the first change. That was the first shift, right? Like, this is nuts. Me and her together, like we can take in so much more revenue because it's so much faster. And then, I hired the next person and the next person. And before that, rewind, my sister and I would be in my bedroom ripping, and it would be, all right, the record tonight is $5 grand. And then it was like, all right, the new record's $6 grand.
Yeah.
And then the new record's $7 grand. And I think once we hit 7, we're like, we got to do 10 because that sounded like a good number. right?
It's a nice round number, right? That everybody can approach.
And then it's 11, 12, 15. And then one night we did 60 grand for my bedroom. And I'm like, what is going on? You know what I mean? And I think that night I was like, this is nuts. This is actually nuts. And we love doing this. And that's when I'm like, I need more employees. How do I hire a second breaker? How do I get the stream going instead of 4 hours to 6 hours to 8 hours? And now we rip every day on Twitch and TikTok, 12 hours a day, every single day of the week. No days off.
Man.
So we have a team 8 breakers out in LA. We have a studio. We're opening up a shop on Melrose.
Awesome.
And you know, we wanna talk to people in the hobby there. We're setting it up. Listen, I appreciate and I think it's necessary for old school card shops to still exist. And I think Fanatics is gonna work with them. And I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but the way that I see it and the store that we've built is kind of like the Apple store for cards, but it's also like a content hub. It's this right here. What you guys have here, right?
Yep.
We want to talk to people and we want to film and we want to educate, right? So and just have really good conversations about the hobby. So we're really excited for the shop to open up. Should be about a month or so. I didn't want to compete with the National with my shop opening, obviously.
Totally understand that.
Not something fun to compete with. You know what I mean?
That's a smart business move. If I ever thought there was one, you know, that's a good call on your part. But that's exciting, and you know, I'm even looking forward to that, and hopefully I can get out there.
Yeah,
we can get out there.
Yes,
you guys will definitely have an invite. I hope you can make it for sure.
Awesome,
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah.
We need to get out there.
Yeah.
So you've talked, you know, you're putting out content left and right, using all your social media platforms. Talk about how you can churn out content like you are, and you know, you're also able to use the latest trends and relate it to cards.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, I think that people, they want instant gratification, right? And companies want instant gratification too. And you have to understand, I invested in producing content for about 18 months before we started making any money on it.
Sure.
Right? So I just knew that the moment I knew that I could do something in the hobby was I was seeing Instagram pages, and everybody's Instagram page was pictures of their slabs. And, you know, I get it. I had slabs and I wanted to take a picture of them and show people what, you know, my collection.
Yeah.
But after I did it for about a month, I'm like, this is the same. Everybody's doing the same thing. And I didn't want to follow the same trend as everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, how do I do this differently? And at first I was actually shooting YouTube videos, kind of inspired also by like Sports Card Investor, except I was picking up slabs and I was like, hey, I picked this Kawhi Leonard up for $800. 6 months later, I sold it for this. And I was putting math, like the graphics on the screen. And I was doing this all myself. I taught myself editing and like production and lighting. And like, there's a lot of things that I had to learn the hard way, but they helped me to get to the next level. And then, you know, putting a content team together took time, right?
Right.
And Bo and Sam, who you've seen in a lot of the videos, like met them through, they were trying to sell me their uncle's BGS 9 Michael Jordan Fleer 86. And I was like, no, I just bought one. And it was like, I think it was like $8,000 at the time or $7,000. And I'm like, should have bought that one. Messed up there.
Right.
But that's how we met. And they just have they know how to connect to their base, right? And I'm obviously about 10 years older than them. So I have a different demo than they do.
Yeah.
So we kind of were able to hit both from like 12 years old all the way to, you know, I got guys who are 65 years old who are like, hey, can I take a picture with you?
Okay,
so think about that, like 12 years old to 65 years old.
You appeal to the masses.
Right. So I think that's cool. And I think that speaks to the hobby too, about how many people that we can get interested and get involved with. So putting the content team together, you know, it's not going to happen overnight. You have to invest in it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a crazy amount of money, but you have to put, if you don't have money, you have time, right? You have time to film.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know, that's what I would say to anybody. If you got the funds, obviously, you know, get creative with what you're doing, right? Look at other people's pages and understand that maybe I don't want to shoot just like this. Or look at what's successful and try to just, you know, turn the knob just a little bit in your own way, right? That's kind of what we do. We might see a TikTok trend in a completely different space. And then we think, how do we do that with sports cards?
Yep.
Right? So,
yeah, exactly. I think that's the way, you know, I feel like that's always how I've been taught is you got to stick out. You got to do something to be unique. I mean, you know, doesn't necessarily have to be reinventing the wheel, but it's got to be a little different. And I think it helps that, it's crazy to me the amount of people that I've walked around and seen already with these cameras following them around and microphones. I knew it's been coming. Like, as much as the hobby's been growing, I feel like this content side of it has been growing alongside. But it's amazing to me to see how many people you see here trying to do the setup here.
Yeah, and listen, people used to kind of like roll their eyes at me when I'd bring cameras, but I knew it was coming. You know what I mean? The fact that the hobby blew up, and I think that numbered cards and the way they short print now, it's just preserving the hobby. Like, it's a 1-of-1. There could be 100 1-of-1s, but like each one is unique. Right. Yeah. So, which is very different than the late 80s and the 90s, right? Where they were just printing in mass.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's sports fans, there's going to be sports cards fans. And if there's sports cards fans, there's always going to be somebody in the hobby, right? And I think when you have those rare prints, that's what's going to preserve the hobby. Because if only 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 guys can have something, there's going to be a little fight for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think that's a good way. I think all of us here, we're all 1-of-1s. We're all 1-of-1s as content creators, and I think it's great when we can come together and do things like that.
Right. And everybody does things a different way, and everybody can have a different flavor. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
TikTok to a degree is like our flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I explained TikTok a while ago to people, and there's obviously some accounts, but even today, like, there's people disrespect TikTok.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a kids platform, and I'm like, guess who rips cards? Kids.
100%.
Guess who pays for their cards? Their dads. Right? Guess who's on TikTok? Kids and their dads. This isn't like, rocket science here, guys.
No. It's pretty basic math that I think I can even understand.
Right. And listen, like, I get it why TikTok has a bad name, because there's like teenage girls doing like cringy dances. But what I try to explain to people is that TikTok there's pockets of everything in TikTok, right? There's artists, incredible art, sneakers, sports cards, sports highlights, lawyers giving information about law. Yeah. And everybody has their little niche and their little pocket. And sure, there's a pocket of cringy teenage dancers. But, like, teenagers like to watch that. Guess what, guys? There's teenagers in the world.
It's an audience for everything.
We don't need to understand them.
Nope.
The same way that I don't need to go up to teenagers or teenage girls and say, hey, do you want to check out this 1 of 10 gold Prism Joe Burrow? Because I don't think I'd have their interest. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that well said.
Well
said.
And I think that's what makes this job, being a content creator, so wholesome, because you're able to reach such a diverse group. It could be a 10-year-old, it could be, like you said, a 65-year-old, making the content that gets out to people and just kind of being creative with it is kind of, what I enjoy doing every day, just like you're talking about. It's something you enjoy waking up to go to work for. So.
Yep. And listen, what sports cards have done for me in my life is I work at minimum 12 hours a day, every day. I don't take days off because that's how in it I am. Yeah. But I don't feel like I'm working. And that's why I can do it. And people are like, don't burn yourself out. And I'm like, man, you just don't get it. Like, no. Like, if you go to work every day and you don't love what you do, I get it. You get burnt out.
Sure.
But it's not easy to find either. I mean, I worked in Manhattan for 5 years for a marketing company, and I didn't love what I did,
Yep.
But it paid the bills, and, I did what I wanted to on the weekends. But this is just another world for me, you know what I mean? And it's why I work so hard every day and why I'm filming all the time and breaking and streaming and creating all this content is because I believe in it, I love it, and I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel like I'm working,
That's the goal. I mean, I think that should be everybody's goal, is to have that kind of job where it doesn't feel like a job. Because I'm with you. Seriously, I hear you talk, and I've been on both sides of the track there where, you're working and just ain't doing it for you. Now being on this side of things, this hobby has afforded so many people, I think, so many opportunities. And I think it's just continued to get better from here for everybody.
Yeah, and I know some people might, have their opinions about Fanatics, but from the people that I've talked to internally there and the speeches that I've seen and the keynotes, I think if they want to 10x the hobby, that's...
Yep. Yeah.
Think about it. there's just more people in it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's bigger. And imagine this bigger.
Oh,
What do you fill a stadium? Like I don't know.
To be honest with you, this is my first national bag since 2016, since it was here the last time. And I'm just like walking. I'm like trying to like hold up my jaw as I'm walking around, honestly, because it's just, I haven't seen anything like this in so long.
Yeah. And the show last year, the Chicago show, was absolutely nuts also. And it's clean. It's just well done. The show's incredible. They have everything you could possibly want here as a sports fan, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't like cards, like look at this art in front of us. You know what I mean? Like the signed jerseys, they're just incredible stuff. I mean, Gary Vee's here selling NFTs and you know what I mean? Like there's just and I think that's also something that needs to happen. Like we're gonna set up a TwitchCon.
Okay.
Why? I don't know. Maybe somebody who plays video games or streams is interested in sports cards. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
that's the kind of the way we look at it. And again, that goes back to what we were talking about earlier about just being a little different and thinking about things differently. Like, why would you go to TwitchCon? Why would I shoot TikTok 2 years ago about sports cards?
Yeah.
The same people ask me the same. So, you know, you got to let people talk and not let it bother you and know what you're doing is the right thing. And when you figure that out, you just keep doing it. And that's where I've had success, at least.
And I think the hobby just kind of, all the content writes itself, in my opinion. You know, it's somewhere where I walk around the floor, and I'm sure you do too, and David, and you see things, and the wheels just start turning. And I feel like the stuff is there. You just got to go out there and shoot it and try to find the vision and bring it to life.
Yep. I agree. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask, you know, while we have you, what would your advice to, you know, young kids or anybody trying to become a part of the hobby or influencers or social media presence, what would your advice to them be?
Don't stop, right? And what I mean by that is if you want to be a content creator, if you want to be a breaker, if whatever you want to do it every day and don't give up. Because there was nights where I had 3 people in my live stream and I'm just sitting there and I'm texting my buddies, yo, I'll send you $40. Can you just buy these last 3 spots? Right?
Yeah.
And like, if that's what you got to do to fill I had to fill the break, right? And I wanted to rip the cards and I didn't mind paying for it. You know what I mean? So in the beginning, just keep doing it. And there's going to be nights that are tough and that's okay. And this goes back to instant gratification too, right? Mm. Everybody wants to have Dappz Sports or The Chase. They want a podcast today.
Yeah.
Without ever producing it, right? That's what they want. And that's just not how it is. You got to put in the work, right? And the work is tough sometimes, but it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. It's been worth it for me, but you have to understand too, you know, we put out almost a video a day on TikTok now, a sports card video, right?
Sure.
And that there's hundreds of videos that you guys don't see that are shot, right? Because we're working in the background.
Yep.
And we're grinding and we're hustling and it's never ending. And there's a lot of stuff that everybody doesn't see. And, you know, I'm going to try to film as much as I can so people can see more of the hobby, right? And like I said, I think these conversations are important for young kids too, right? And like I said, just don't stop.
Hey, like Buffalo Bills coach Sean McDermott says, trust the process.
Trust the process,
Trust
baby.
the process.
Yeah.
Bro, you have somehow interjected the Bills or the Cleveland Guardians into every conversation we've ever had with somebody on this show.
What do you expect from me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm
What
just
do you
making an
expect?
observation.
This is fun for me. I'm just, I'm enjoying this.
I know this is definitely not going to be the last time we have you on. Hopefully,
No,
I hope.
definitely not. And
I don't want to put you on the spot.
I'm
like
going to
in
have
front
you
of the
guys
camera.
on in LA too.
Please, man.
yeah.
Oh my God, I've never been
You
to
have
LA.
to go on a vacation. It's a business expense.
Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too loud.
Dave, Stevens, edit that. Nobody heard that.
Yeah, cut that one out. But
Okay,
before we let you go,
we got to know what's on the chain.
yeah,
So I've been
Give it
called.
to us.
I've been called Logan Paul a couple times, and it's almost like I forgot that he had that Pokemon around that necklace because I've wore this a couple times now, and my buddy Corey from Show Your Slabs made it for me. So this is Han Solo's gambling dice from the movie. So it's a good luck charm, right? This is the 1-of-1 Kurosawa from the Star Wars Galaxy Topps Chrome set. It's a Superfractor. This is the lead chase card in the set, and it's so desirable because you have Yoda, you have Anakin, you have Mace Windu, you have Obi-Wan. There's 7 Jedi in total and 4 of like the baddest characters in the game, right?
Yeah.
So I paid about $16K for this. I bought it from the Great Curator. Shout out Great Curator at the Del Mar show. And I saw a lot of superfractors in this set going for $500, $1,000, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And then I started watching the market on eBay, and it was slowly going up. And I'm like, this it's gonna pop off. I know. So when I went up to Dan, the Great Curator, at the show, I thought I was just going up to him. Hey, what are you asking on that? And I thought he was gonna say somewhere between 50 and 100K. That's what I estimated this card at.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, somebody offered me 10K." I said no. I said, "Oh, what do you want for it?" He's like, "Something high." And I'm like, "What does this guy want?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, "It would have to be like at least 20." And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I gotta talk to this guy. So
Yeah.
Dan and I, we kind of negotiated back and forth, and this is all on camera, by the way. You could watch this on YouTube. Yeah.
There you go. So you gotta find that one.
Yeah. It's a good video, and the whole negotiation went down, and I think he 4 or 5x his spend on the card, so he was happy. I think I got a good deal because I think so. And out of 50 Mojo, so the Mojo in this set is out of 50.
Okay.
A PSA 10 on eBay just sold for $4,000. So just do the math on that.
Think of like Zach Galifianakis when they got the math in front of him.
Right. And I'm not saying what the value of the card is. I'm just saying watch the market.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And eBay is the market of sports cards.
It will never not be at this point, I think.
And listen, I've been telling people too, what is the sports card market, right? That's the question you can pose. I would say about 5% of sports card sales go down at, this show and all other shows throughout the year. 95% go down on eBay. So eBay is the sports card market.
Yeah.
Right?
No, truly is. I've always thought that since I've learned more about the hobby.
Right.
So what's coming up next for you in the next little bit here, this back half of 2022?
We have the grand opening of the shop, which will probably be right around the time your Bills play the Rams week 1 on a Thursday. So I might line it up with that because I think it's a cool time to start or open the shop. And then, we're going to be doing a trade night once a month. And, we just want to engage with the community, right? That's the goal of that. And then we're going to do an in-person signing in the shop once a month as well. Aiming for like a Cooper Cup or maybe a Los Angeles Dodger. It'll be a local LA guy. So hopefully we'll work with Fanatics and figure out how to get some of their athletes in there. And trying to get athletes on the schedule and just, create a buzz around the shop. Twitchcon we got coming up, obviously. There's that Del Mar show. They're doing another run, I think, in October. So I think the Beckett show is at the end of August or September, somewhere around there. So the industry summit. So probably be over there. But man, we're just trying to grind and further the hobby, further the business, grow Dappz Sports, create more content.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
You want to plug your social medias?
Guys, Twitch, TikTok every night, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We go live. We stream for 12 straight hours. Dappz Sports, DAPPZ Sports, and that's our tag everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. So I appreciate you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Man, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
That was an absolute blast. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Guys, Dappz, give it up for him.
That fart smelled like spoiled milk, and then you microwaved it. And it just
Onions and ketchup.
is wafting right here. We'll explain why we're starting to cry a little bit.
Onions and ketchup.
As you can see, during that interview, another button went down. Oops. Sorry. But fantastic interview with Dappz. He was just like very motivating. Like I feel like talking to him, I got more motivated and like had a perma smile. Honestly, just like a lot of passion for the hobby, a lot of passion for what he does, but also just good attitude, good outlook, and you know what? It's one of those things where it's not just while the cameras are on. Like just straight up cool guy the whole time. So very good interview with him. I hope you guys enjoyed that like we did.
Yeah, I was super impressed with him and his whole team. I mean, those guys, they have a great vision for what they want to do in the hobby, and they're making it happen. Just a great team there. Go support them at Dappz Sports.
Yeah, great advice too. I mean, he started from the bottom, worked his way up. love the story where he was talking about he had 3 people in his breaks, and
Yeah.
had to persuade people to come in, and look where he is now.
Yeah, definitely. So look forward to hopefully talking to him more in the future. We definitely want to get him live on the show. I mean, I know he's the West Coast, but maybe if he likes us enough, he'll wake up early.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Or maybe we'll wake up out there.
Who knows? Maybe we'll wake up in the West Coast one day. I've been to Vegas like twice. That's my only West Coast experience. So I wouldn't hate going to Los Angeles.
That would be true West Coast.
Just saying, that's West Coast.
Las Vegas is like almost in the
California.
West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
LA is really
That's it.
West Coast.
I
love it.
want to go to LA. I want to go.
Let me welcome
Let's make it
everybody
happen.
to the Wild Wild West.
A state that's untouchable like alien. Yep. But we got another interview to get to, don't we?
We do indeed. We do indeed. Slide on over.
He's been sitting here long enough.
Look at this guy.
Get in the chat. Don't wreck anything.
We're going to start talking to this guy. So, our next guest, who needs little introduction and is always out there, you can get his autograph anywhere. Just ask him. It's our guy, Patrick Mancuso from Hit Parade.
Probably get it for free too.
Yeah. How's it going, Pat?
Thank you. It's going great. Going great. Thank you guys for having me on here.
Absolutely.
Love watching you guys on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
You're just saying that. We actually slipped him a
right.
20 while the interview was going on to say that.
Fresh crispy one too, right out of the ATM.
Chris I went to the bank this morning.
Yeah,
So what's happening?
it's great to be here. Thank you for having me. Like I said, brought some great gifts for you to show to the people for the new product that we have out. It is a Brady exclusive.
Ooh! One more time for the people at home.
Brady exclusive.
Whoa.
No.
Pretty impressive. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
What was the one dude on Vine who was like, wow.
Oh yeah, when the girl she rips the vape cloud and then he
People-
turns to the camera and he goes, "Wow."
People have actually told me I look like that guy.
Oh,
I could
Wow.
see it. I don't know. Look the Vine up. We'll have to do like a side by side maybe if we remember. So I know you had some questions prepared for Mr. Patrick. I'm pretty sure I said prepared. I meant prepared. So we'll put you to the test. Even though I know you've been in front of the camera before, you got no problem. You love to talk. I'm surprised I haven't heard you more on the
all
mic.
the time.
We haven't given you a chance. I've been hogging it.
I didn't want to, overcrowd what's already a great star-studded
Never.
team. So I just wanted to fill in, play the role player, play a little Dennis Rodman, all rebounds, no glory.
That's another $20 that I have to give him after he said that.
Yep.
So
There you go. Under the table.
yeah, there's your 20. There's your extra. We'll give you 20 more afterwards.
That's right.
So, Pat, obviously, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. You brought some goodies for us.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the product that's coming out for Hit Parade?
Yeah, so we have a Brady exclusive coming out for Hit Parade, and in this product is amazing memorabilia that you can collect. It's for newer collectors if you're looking to start a collection, for people who already have an established collection. Inside the box, you can get full-size helmets, mini helmets, footballs, 11x14 jerseys, and baseballs. And a lot of people are wondering, why a baseball? He was actually drafted in 1995 by the Montreal Expos.
Forgot about that.
Relation right there. Official Major League Baseball. All types of different helmets, college, pro. This one right here, I'm going to grab it real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I
We
should have
got-
helped you out there. I let you.
It's got a dual helmet.
Wow.
Patriots and Bucks.
wow.
Yeah.
The autograph right here is on the Patriot side. They come with both on either side, the Bucks or the Patriot side.
Okay. So there's more than one of these in the product.
Oh, yes. There's multiple different helmets. Like I said, there's the college helmets. There is there's the footballs that are all. This one right here is from the Atlanta Falcons Patriots Super Bowl.
The old comeback, eh?
28-3. 28-3 with the comeback game. Michigan jersey right there.
That's cool.
Very OG.
Yeah.
I think the Michigan jersey is very clean.
Yeah,
One of my-
absolutely.
I'm a Michigan man myself.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Are you? You're a
Yeah,
Michigan
oh,
guy?
yeah.
Notre Dame guy, so it hurts my heart. But there's a lot of great products in here, and one of the great things about this product 80% of the boxes have a retail price of more than what the hobby box is going for. So
Really?
it might be an investment up front, but in the back end, it's going to be great return, great ROI for the collectors out there. And I think that's a great, there's not a lot of boxes out there that do that. Yeah. And it's just Brady in general. He's the GOAT. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but
You got to at this point, though.
at this point, you have to, and there's just so many great products. Like I said, if you're a first-time collector, if you're an established collector already, you're going to want to hold Brady because he's already playing, going to go into the Hall of Fame, hasn't retired yet. It's just a no-brainer for people, in my opinion.
Yeah, one of the most desirable autographs in the entire hobby, whether it's on memorabilia or a card, and it's just awesome stuff.
In this box, you're guaranteed a Tom Brady autograph item.
It's just wild.
Guaranteed. And the top box that we have has a value of around $13,000. Oh. So you're gonna get 4 items in that product. She brought it with me.
Show it
show
off.
the chase box?
Show it off.
Let's show the chase.
Show it
box.
off.
Let's get it up.
Show the chase on the chase.
Thank you.
Whoa.
So we got a Brady player-specific box for y'all. This thing is unbelievable. Ashley did an incredible job over at Hit Parade. We just rebranded. She did a great job across the board. This thing takes the cake here. Super proud to show you guys. Let's dig into the box real quick and kind of show you the incredible hits that we have for you, valuing around $13,000. So the first item that we have here.
So wait, these weren't the hits?
No, well, they're the hits.
I mean, but you know what I mean?
Chase
Like,
box,
this is
right?
it.
This is the Mamma
box.
Jamma.
This is the box.
Wow,
The
this is the
chase
big mamma
box.
jam.
Okay.
So one customer is going to get this box, and it's going to be
So this is the hot
plain
box.
hot
This is
box,
just
chase box. This is everything right here that you're looking for if you're going to be a collector for the Brady.
whoa.
Like we said, first
Baseball.
thing, we have a baseball.
Baseball?
Tom Brady autograph right there. See if we can get that. It's a little tough.
That's unique, though.
Like you
Yeah.
said, got drafted 1995 by the Montreal Expos. I believe it was number 507 in the draft.
Oh.
So not like
So he got
first or
drafted
second round,
deep.
but like yeah, but
He got
was
drafted
really
deep
good.
in
He
both
was
drafts.
really good. Scouted well, threw right, batted left, catcher. Not a lot of people knew that.
Sounds
I
like
did
someone.
not.
Sounds like someone I know.
What else we got here?
What's hiding
Got
in there?
this Brady red Nike Elite Brady jersey. Clean, brother.
That is clean.
Clean.
I love that it's
Thing looks
elite.
great. Yeah, elite. Just like this box of product.
Amazing.
Elite. You're not going to find another box like this.
It looks pretty elite if you ask me.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that it looks nice stitching too, or is that
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's Nike. Nike Elite, fresh.
It's the just do it Nike.
just do it, baby.
That's
Just
right.
do it.
That's
go.
right. So we're gonna set
There's
that
only
right
2
there.
items. There's what, 2 more?
2 more.
2 more.
What?
So this next item I have is the mini helmet. Very beautiful helmet. I have to take out the large
Hide
helmet.
it.
Yeah,
I'll put it
yeah.
Back here for you. Don't show him. Don't show him. Don't show him.
This mini helmet's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I love that.
Absolutely gorgeous helmet. Mini helmet. Orange Tampa Bay Bucks. Cream colored helmet. White autograph. And you know what? It's
That all pops in the white.
absolutely pops. It's a great product to put on the shelf or in your man cave. Like I said, if you're looking to start to collect, this is a absolute great product. Or valuing around $1,900. The mini helmet, $1,900 retail price.
That's insane.
That's absolutely insane. But this one coming up next is the Mamma Jamma here. It's very tough
Oh,
to
yeah.
get Brady inscribed. How about a multi inscription right here? This Brady
Show that bad
helmet.
boy. Wow.
Absolutely incredible.
That's
Multi inscription.
wow.
It's from got the Super Bowl on the back end.
The most boring Super Bowl I've ever
Horrible
watched in my
Super
entire
Bowl.
life.
That was such a bad Super Bowl.
But folks, I can't tell you enough how incredible this box is. This chase box right here, valuing around $13,000. $13,000.
That's amazing though.
The collector's dream right here.
I mean,
Brady,
like
all 4 products
An absolute gorgeous piece, like you said, with the inscriptions, amazing. The 4-time Super Bowl, and I even love that. Like, show the other side again. I love how they do that, though. That's awesome. The sticker with the Super Bowl, and then even the score in that. Like, just a good looking piece. And obviously, I think for any collector, any Brady collector specifically, that's a helmet that you absolutely want on the mantle,
Gotta have
wherever you can put that in the man
Gotta
cave.
have
I
it,
mean, it
yeah.
looks amazing.
Absolutely gotta have, especially if you're a Brady collector, you gotta have this box.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
The
And
variety is amazing, not just in the box, but the whole product. I mean, you got Michigan, you have Tampa Bay, you have the Patriots, you have the MLB.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say too, one last note that I want to say about the helmet. I feel like a type of maybe a rarity to
Oh
it.
yes, this
is-
is I'm sorry, I didn't feature that in this.
No,
This-
that's okay.
This is a limited edition out of 12 helmet.
yeah, I see
Hand
some
number,
numbering
right?
there.
3 out of 12 on the back. I'm sorry I didn't mention
No.
that before, but
Well, it's funny because
limited edition.
I wasn't even going to say that. I was just going to mention that is the last Super Bowl that Brady won with the Patriots.
That's correct.
Only 12 out there of this helmet, limited edition, just fresh.
Sick.
Absolutely crazy. Super pumped to bring it to you guys and show off to your crowd out there, to your audience, the best audience in Twitch. Got to give it up
Best
to you
audience
guys.
in Twitch land.
That's
I
right.
agree.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah, I mean, like
do have a
like
good
you
following.
said, maybe not even being a Tom Brady fan. This is just
You gotta have
for
it.
you. For
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Even if you don't want to call him the GOAT like myself. Like,
He is.
It's super tough. He is, and you're getting something like a piece of history right here.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be a crucial part of the NFL when he leaves.
Oh yeah.
He's going to have chapters
Absolutely.
in the book of the NFL, and you're going to be able to hold a piece of history right here. Out of 12, limited edition Patriots Super Bowl helmet. We got the mini helmet, creamsicle with the white autograph.
Yeah.
We got the baseball. We got the red elite Nike jersey. What more do you want?
I can't believe that one person is going to walk away with all those items in one box,
All four of
one
these
chase
items.
box.
I want to see some pictures. If you're the person who pulls it,
Yeah.
I want to see some pictures.
Someone's gonna be a happy camper.
So
Absolutely.
when it does become available,
Mhm.
where can people find this? Where will they be able to purchase this?
You can go right on the website. You can click go on dacw.com.
DACarworld.com?
DACarworld.com. You can also shorten it up to DACW. That's
Okay.
what I do.
Good to know.
You'll click Hit Parade, and I'm sure it'll be featured. You just click right on it, you buy it. It's a no-brainer, in my
No-brainer.
opinion.
Take
Absolutely.
your chance.
Well, it's not just the
Columbus
chase box too. You said what? 80%
80
of the boxes.
80%.
You're getting your value
Yeah.
back on
Yeah.
what you paid. I mean, what other repack product does that?
None.
No one.
No.
No one has more hits than Hit Parade.
There That's
There it
right.
is. I was waiting for
Bring
it.
it.
I was waiting for it.
Bring it.
So, like, all this talk about all this Brady stuff it's got me in the mood. It's got me in the mood to rip.
Uh-oh.
I'm in.
Do you think we should rip, Patrick?
Yeah, actually brought something over for you guys to rip.
Oh, we're spoiled.
Oh, this thing here?
This thing here.
What do we got? What do we got here?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Once he gets that cleaned up, yeah,
He's got to be
Appreciate that, Patrick.
very careful.
very careful. But as always, we cannot do the break until we have a cutter, especially a Hit Parade cutter. Does anybody have one for me? Thanks. Appreciate you. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler P. We got
Wah, wah,
the
wah,
Hit
wah.
Parade cutter. Oh my goodness, that's the
Cutter.
word.
Cut.
And show him off. Show it off, Meerkat. What do we got?
Ooh. Ooh.
Whoa!
Fourth and goal.
Wow.
Whoa!
Fourth and goal. Fourth and goal. So, what do you say? Tell them what we did before to decide what we're going to do right now. We did a
So-
little draft.
Yeah, so we sticky notes, little sticky note action, and I've wrote numbers on them because in this product there's 4 items. You get a full-size helmet, a jersey, a mini helmet, and an 8x10, all autographed.
All autographed.
All
All by different
autographed.
players.
So we did a little draft order. Patrick drew first because he's our guest. He actually drew number 1, so it's gonna be 1,
Not right.
2, Troy's third, and Meerkat is Unfortunately, fourth.
Now, going from sad cat. Go from sad cat to meerkat. Why don't, before we rip it, why don't we let the people, the folks at home know how are they going to win the contents of this 4th and goal?
We are. I'll say it.
You say it. You say it. Hit parade guy. You say it.
Came
Your
up with the
idea.
idea. In the chat, we are going to, the way to enter in the chat, hashtag DadBod. That's a shout out to one of our producers here. One of the best in the biz. Hashtag DADBOD DadBod.
Hashtag DadBod, everybody. Start lighting up the chat.
There it
Bring to
is.
the forefront.
You can also
Light it up.
comment it on the YouTube when it's uploaded later. Hashtag DadBod to be entered. We'll select someone randomly on Monday from all Twitch and YouTube entries.
Hey, quick shout out to first time chatters, CST, hashtag DadBod. And also,
J Hayes 219.
yep,
How's
the
it been?
best. DadBod, a couple of first time chatters in here giving us a little
Let's go.
hashtag
Great, love
DadBod.
it. Great
So
to
thank you
see
guys
it.
for joining us on the show on this Friday. So without further ado, why don't I let you do the honors?
Let's get to
Not allowed to
ripping.
touch a razor blade.
Your mom still doesn't let you touch those at home?
No.
Ooh, he goes X marks the spot.
Yes.
Does this? I'm feeling it.
This
I
is
like
ASMR.
Hey, Ryan H., thank you for subscribing to Tier 1. Really appreciate that.
Shout
Good
out Ryan.
looks. Thank you. Friday, we're having a good day.
Ryan H.
Today's
Is
a
that my
good
boy
day to have a
Holly?
good day.
It's Friday.
Ryan H. Is that my boy Holly? Let me see. Ooh, crisp.
Show me something here. Show me something. What do we got?
All right, so, with the first pick in the 4th and goal draft, Patrick has. Ooh, we got a. Let's pull out this helmet real quick.
You took the helmet, right?
I took the helmet. You got
Okay.
the yours.
All right. Patrick took the helmet.
All right.
Comes in this beautiful Hit Parade bag, right here, folks.
Love it.
Use it to
Love
go to the
it.
gym. You know.
Anything you need, you just put your little travel things in there.
Love the drawstring bags. That's what I lived on those in middle
great
school.
go-to.
Yeah,
It's a
when we
great
were in middle
go-to.
school, lived on those. C joins hashtag DadBod first time chatter. Appreciate that. Everybody's getting in on the action today.
Shout out
Stuff.
to our guy Reno,
Is
too,
Hold that real quick.
tuning in.
Hold that real quick for me. Thank you. Let me just get this
Is
back.
this?
DA Car World says we should have saved the helmet for last. Rookie move. That sounds like a Steve comment. Oh, what do we got
Is this
here?
who I think it is?
I believe so.
Way.
Sean Alexander.
I don't know. It looks like DK Metcalf. Definitely.
can't-
Definitely looks like a DK Metcalf, right there. I mean, how can you?
That's a sick helmet.
That is a
I don't
great
even
helmet.
know, regardless of the
What we
signature.
DK, let's go.
Yeah, I believe so.
I definitely thought it was Sean Alexander.
Yeah, well, because of the big.
I mean, that would have been cool
Looked like a
too.
big S.
Either one's cool,
Let's go
but
next
obviously a DK. All right, next up is
All right. Here we go.
Let's get this off.
get that out of here. Everybody says DK.
DK.
definitely DK.
That is a nice looking helmet.
That is
though,
a
too.
sick helmet.
Yeah, display that.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the
Ooh.
front. Oh, man.
Crispy.
Here we go.
I like this one too.
Here we go. Steve, don't get too excited. It is a signed Cam Akers.
Oh,
Cam Akers Rams jersey.
Love that.
that silver ink is popping on that, too.
Look at it. Can we
And my
zoom
lip
in
gloss
on
is
that
cool.
silver
My lip
ink?
gloss is popping.
Silver ink.
There's a
on
mini
the
helmet.
two.
Oh, thank God.
All right. My turn, right? 3?
You,
All right,
you
here
gotta
we go.
do some extracting.
Yeah. As you can see, the mini helmet is lodged inside of the bigger helmet. Smart. That's how you get these things in there. Let's see who I get. It's a blue helmet. It's a
Josh
Lions helmet.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sanders? Jared Goff? Oh,
DeAndre
interesting. No, you know who it is? On Hard Knocks, gave a very, very emotional speech the other day.
Great.
Was crying with a Beckett certification. How about Jamal Williams?
Love that.
Nice.
Love
That's
that.
awesome.
That's a
I'm a
great-
big Jamal. You know what? Tyler would like Jamal Williams. You probably love Jamal Williams.
I know.
Huge anime guy.
Massive.
Loves anime. So there you go. Jamal Williams, absolutely gorgeous. Now, they say that we saved the best for last. So let's see, Meerkat. What do we got?
With the final overall pick, if you can call it a pick. Oh,
I like the color on that. I like the color of the pen.
is this?
Spot Cheddar, hashtag Dadbot, first time chatter again. Thank you.
Is this Deontay?
Oh, Eric's in here. I think, yeah, that looks like him.
Yeah.
Beautiful picture.
Oh, boy.
Beautiful yellow signature.
Wow.
The Yinzers are going crazy.
I believe that's Deontay Johnson.
Oh, the
Just
1-8.
signed a nice
There he
new
is.
deal as well.
Yay! Deontay Johnson likes to go downtown.
To
get a
Bramati.
hoagie.
Deontay.
Hammer down. He likes to hammer down some hoagies. That looks good. That looks great. Look at that.
Wow.
So if you weren't here a couple of minutes ago before we started ripping the 4th and goal, thanks to Patrick from Hit Parade for bringing that for us. A great giveaway for you. Hashtag Dadbot in the chat and the YouTube comments. Make sure you are commenting hashtag Dadbot. We haven't done a hashtag yet. We haven't done a keyword in a while. So thanks to Patrick for that idea. And thank you, Patrick, so much for bringing this Tom Brady stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a Tom Brady exclusive Hit Parade product coming to you soon. DACardworld.com. You'll be able to buy that. And then, of course,
you can pre-order it now.
Yeah, you can, I was gonna say you can pre-order it right
You
now.
can pre-order it right now.
I was gonna say you can definitely pre-order it. It's on the website. Like I said, DACardworld.com.
Yeah.
Click Hit Parade. Go scroll down. It will be there, and I will promise you, you will not regret the purchase. It is incredible. The return on it, even better. What product does that? Only Hit Parade. That's what.
wow, this guy's a regular Billy Mays here. I love this.
Man.
No one has more hits than Hit Parade. So
That's right.
That's what they tell me. So there we go. Great giveaways, great products. Thank you so much to Meerkat, and thank you so much to Patrick for joining us today. Absolute blast with you guys, as always. Maybe we'll have to have you back on more often. What do you think?
I would love it. Absolutely love it. You tell me when and where.
There it is. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Woo! It's going to wrap it up. We're going to head into the weekend on a great note. Make sure you stick around for Twitch after this. Steve will be on, breaking your group breaks and your personal breaks. Have an awesome weekend. Continue to like, subscribe, comment, follow DA Car World all over the place. And to make sure you listen to us on Spotify and Apple if you can't catch the video on demand. Have us going while you're in your car, babies. Well, there it is. One last thing to do. Do you guys want to help us out?
I do.
I know you do. You were excited.
I'm gonna throw my arm
You're
out on this
excited.
one.
All right.
I want this.
Here we go. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the chase. See you Monday. Top guys out.